Ladies and gentlemen, dear viewers, good morning. Welcome to Freising. Welcome to the draws for the FIBA Youth EuroBaskets 2025. My name is Ljubomir Mandić, Head of Competitions for FIBA Europe, and I will guide you through the draws this morning. But before we start, I would like to invite to the stage for a few welcome words the FIBA Europe President, Mr. Jorge Garbajosa.
Thank you, Lubo. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Freising. Welcome to the youth draw of the EuroBasket 2025. Just a few words, and still with the echoes of a great basketball summer in 2024, especially in Europe, we make a short but big parenthesis in the club season to have the draw of the upcoming summer 2025 on the youth EuroBasket. Again, just a few words to thanks to all the host countries. It's important to highlight that, again, we will organize 16 youth EuroBasket here in Europe. It's a tremendous amount of tournaments every single summer. And again, I want to thank all the hosts, the previous and the current hosts for the next summer. Also, thank you for the participants. We all know how important it is to promote the youth tournaments and to promote the youth national team. And also, I want to say a special thanks to the Youth Commission in FIBA Europe and also to the FIBA Europe Board to support and to encourage us to keep organizing this 16th tournament every single summer. So thanks for being here, and best of luck for the next summer. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. So today we will draw the 16 youth EuroBaskets, and we will have a total of 249 teams participating across those 16 tournaments. 132 men's youth national teams and 117 women's youth national teams from 48 national federations. But before we start, let's take a look at what this is about. It is about lifting the trophies.
And there you have it, your 2024 FIBA Under-16 Women's EuroBasket champions, Finland.
And that's it. Congratulations, France.
To the left, to the right, and to the sky, our 2024 FIBA Under-18 Women's EuroBasket champions. Here we go. There they are. France, your 2024 FIBA Under-20 Women's
And just one word comes to mind: magnifique.
Yes, great scenes from 2024, and the question is who got next in 2025. We are ready to start with the draws for today, and in order to help with the draws today, first I would like to ask on stage from the competitions department of FIBA Europe, Mrs. Anna Sartore. And it is my pleasure to introduce the first special guest for this morning. We have with us former Serbia international, EuroBasket champion, and Olympic medalists. Please welcome Aleksandra Crvendakić. And as a special welcome gift, we have prepared a few snapshots taking us back in time from when Aleksandra was playing in those youth EuroBaskets. Please enjoy. Okay, the first category of this morning is the under-16 men's category. And before we start with the first draw, which is the draw for the Division A tournament, let's take a look at the past champions of the under-16 men's category. So in the past 8 years, 3 titles won by Spain, 2 titles won by France, Bosnia and Herzegovina in 2015, Croatia in 2018, and Lithuania in 2022, leading us to the question, who will lift the trophy in 2025? And then also to take a look at the MVPs of the past 9 editions. Some well-known faces here as well. And I think we're ready to go, and we'll start with the first draw of today, which is the draw for the Under-16 EuroBasket Division A. That championship will be played in Istanbul, Turkey, from the 8th to the 16th of August. It is a tournament with 16 national teams, and we will draw those into 4 groups of 4, ready to go with the first team in seed 1. Lithuania into Group A. France into Group B. Spain into Group C. And Italy into Group D. We can immediately move to seed 2. Israel into Group A. Slovenia into Group B. Serbia into Group C. And Greece into Group D. Moving to seed 3. The host, Turkey, into Group A. Finland into Group B. Germany into Group C. And Latvia into Group D. Last but not least, teams in seed 4. Estonia into Group A. Switzerland into Group B. Georgia into Group C. And Romania into Group D. Now we will draw the numbers to determine the order of the competition. The first line gets number 4. Followed by number 3. Number 2. And number 1. This concludes the draw for the FIBA Under-16 EuroBasket in Istanbul. We can take a look at the groups one more time. Please stay with us for a few moments until we prepare the next draw, which will be for the B division of this category. In the meantime, we can all enjoy the highlights of last year's Under-16 tournament.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Linda turns and throws it down. The bus for number 21. Oh my.
We're almost ready to go. A few words about the Division B tournament. It will take place in Skopje, North Macedonia from the 7th to the 16th of August and will feature 22 national teams that we will now draw into 2 groups of 5 and 2 groups of 6. The groups of 6 have been predetermined as groups B and C. Okay, I think we're ready to go, and we'll start with teams in Seed 1. Montenegro into Group A. Poland into Group B. This is Belgium. Did we draw from? Sorry, can we stop right here? Belgium, can you check in seat 2 for Bulgaria, please? My apologies for this, just to make sure everything is correct. We will now continue with the third team in seed 1. This is Croatia into Group C. And finally, Bulgaria into Group D. Sweden into Group A. The host, North Macedonia, into Group B. The Netherlands into Group C. And finally, Belgium into Group D. Moving to seed 3. Great Britain into Group A. Slovakia into Group B. Denmark into Group C. And Hungary into Group D. Moving to seed 4. Portugal into Group A. Bosnia and Herzegovina into Group B. Iceland into Group C. And Czechia into Group D. Now seed 5. Austria into Group A. Ireland into Group B. Ukraine into Group C. And Norway into Group D. Moving to seed 6, as mentioned before, the groups of 6 have been predetermined as groups B and C, so the first drawn team will go into Group B and the other team into Group C. Cyprus into Group B. And Kosovo into Group C. The teams in seed 6 will automatically be assigned number 6, so we will now draw the numbers 1 to 5 for the other teams. Number 4 for teams in seed 1. Followed by number 1. Number 2. Number 3. And number 5. This concludes the draw for the FIBA Under-16 EuroBasket Division B. We can take a look at the results of the draw here. And in the meantime, while we prepare the next draw, we have another video, highlights from the Under-16 category of a now famous player. Please enjoy Victor Wembanyama. Okay, we're ready to go, and we'll now continue with the FIBA Under-16 EuroBasket Division C. This tournament will take place in Tirana, Albania from the 5th to the 13th of July and will feature 9 national teams. Therefore, we will be drawing one group of 4 and one group of 5. The group of 5 has been predetermined as Group B. We're ready to go and start with teams in Seed 1. Armenia into Group A. Luxembourg into Group B. The host, Albania, into Group A. Andorra into Group B. Malta into Group A. And Azerbaijan into Group B. Moldova into Group A. San Marino into Group B. And from Seed 5, predetermined into Group B, is going Gibraltar. And Gibraltar will automatically be assigned number 5. Therefore, we will now draw the numbers 1 to 4 for the remaining teams. Number 2 for teams in Seed 1. Number 1. Number 4. And number 3. This concludes the draw for the Under-16 EuroBasket Division C. This concludes the draws for the entire Under-16 men's category. We will now move to the next category, which will be the Under-16 women's category. And before we do that, we can already take a look at the top place of last year's Under-16 women's tournament. Enjoy.
Footwork, that is a thing of beauty. Oh, what a play. Ducks through and lazy.
Yes, and we can immediately go over to take a look at the last 8 champions of the Under-16 women's EuroBasket category. France lifted the trophy 3 times. Then we have Czechia winning in 2015, Spain in 2016, Italy in 2018, Russia in 2019, and last year's surprise champion, Finland. So who will lift the trophy in 2025? And also who will be the most valuable player, because these were the players in the past 9 years. Some well-known faces also on the senior level today or in the top leagues. Just a few more moments and then we're good to go. We ready? In the meantime, the Under-16 Women's EuroBasket Division A tournament will take place in Pitești, in Romania, from the 15th to the 23rd of August 2025, and will feature 16 national teams that we will now draw into 4 groups of 4. Just to make sure everything is in order for the balls. Okay, we're good to go and can start with teams in Seed 1. Spain will go into Group A. Last year's champion Finland into Group B. France into Group C. And Italy into Group D. Slovenia into Group A from seed 2. Hungary into Group B. Belgium into Group C. And Croatia into Group D. From seed 3, the first team is Latvia into Group A. Poland into Group B. Serbia into Group C. And Germany into Group D. Last but not least, teams in seed 4. Great Britain into Group A. Czechia into Group B. The host, Romania, into Group C. And finally, Israel into Group D. Now we're drawing the numbers to determine the order of the games. We'll start with number 4 for the teams in seed 1. Followed by number 3. Number 2. And number 1. This concludes the draw for the FIBA Under-16 Women's EuroBasket Division A. Here you can see the results one more time. And since we have already prepared the draw for the next competition, we can jump right over to the Division B tournament. And it is my pleasure to announce that the host for this Division B tournament has now been confirmed. This tournament will take place in Istanbul, Turkey, with the changed dates. The new dates are 20th to 29th of August 2025. This championship will feature 19 national teams. Therefore, we will be drawing 3 groups of 5 and 1 group of 4. And the groups of 5 have been predetermined as groups A, B, and D. We're ready to go with the first seed. That's the host, Turkey, into Group A. Sweden into Group B. Portugal into Group C. And Greece into Group D. Austria from seed 2 into Group A. Slovakia into Group B. Denmark into Group C. And Lithuania into Group D. Moving to seed 3. Iceland into Group A. The Netherlands into Group B. Bosnia and Herzegovina into Group C. And Bulgaria into Group D. Moving to teams in seed 4. Ireland into Group A. Luxembourg into Group B. Norway into Group C. And Ukraine into Group D. Moving to seed 5, a quick reminder, the 3 teams in seed 5 will go to the groups A, B, and D in that order. Switzerland into Group A. Azerbaijan into Group B. And North Macedonia into Group D. The teams in seed 5 will automatically be assigned number 5, and we will now draw the numbers 1 to 4 for the remaining teams. Number 2 for the first line. Followed by number 1. Number 3. And number 4. This concludes the draw for the FIBA Under-16 Women's EuroBasket Division B. And before we get going with the next tournament, we have another video to shorten the waiting time. And this time is a video of an up-and-coming female player, Ava Pham, but back in her under 16 days. Please enjoy.
Right ball movement by the batting offense. And Carlos Martinez. The party for Bam! Great pass. Right.
Okay, and we're back with the draw for the FIBA Under 16 Women's EuroBasket Division C. Also here to announce that there has been a change of host city. This tournament will now take place in the city of Peja in Kosovo from the 8th to the 13th of July. It will feature 8 national teams, and therefore we will now be drawing 2 groups of 4 ready to go with the teams in seed 1. Cyprus into Group A. And Malta into Group B. Armenia into Group A. And Albania into Group B. Georgia into Group A. And Kosovo, the host, into Group B. Gibraltar into Group A. And Moldova into Group B. Now the numbers for the order of the games. We'll start with number 4. Followed by number 3. Number 2. And number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the draw for the FIBA Under 16 Women's EuroBasket Division C and concludes the entire Under 16 Women's category. We will now move to the next category, which will be the Under 18 Men's category. But before we do, and while we prepare the next 2 draws, let's take a look at the top place of last year's Under 18 Men's tournament.
Passes on the off losing possession. Fast break on 2, 3 on 2. One behind him. And no good. Didn't wait, fast break opportunity for it. There'll be a big slam at the ring. Post it. chance to tie or take the lead. Diamond. Humphrey takes the three. And the winner! Serbia! It's the Cinderella story for Israel. They'll move on to the finals tomorrow and face Germany.
Some fantastic basketball last year in Tampere. Here you have an overview of the past 8 champions in the under-18 men's category. Serbia lifted the trophy 3 times in 2023, 2018 and 2017. Spain 2 times, 2019 and 2022. Greece in 2015, France in 2016, and last year's champion, Germany. And looking at the MVPs of this tournament, some great talents, some well-known names here as well. We're looking forward to see who it will be in 2025. The FIBA Under-18 EuroBasket Division A tournament will take place in Belgrade, Serbia, from the 26th of July to the 3rd of August 2025, and will feature the 16 best national teams that we will now be drawing into 4 groups of 4. Please start with the teams in Seed 1. Germany, the defending champion, into Group A. France into Group B. Serbia, the host, into Group C. Slovenia into Group D. Moving to Seed 2. Israel into Group A. Turkey into Group B. Lithuania into Group C. And Spain into Group D. Moving to Seed 3. Italy into Group A. Sweden into Group B. Greece into Group C. And Belgium into Group D. Last but not least, Seed 4. Bulgaria into Group A. Austria into Group B. North Macedonia into Group C. And Latvia into Group D. Now drawing the numbers to determine the order of the games, and we'll start with number 3 for teams in Seed 1. followed by number 1. Number 2. And number 4. This concludes the draw for the FIBA Under-18 EuroBasket Division A. We can take a look at the results here, and since we have already prepared the draw for the next competition, we can jump right over to the Division B tournament. The FIBA Under-18 EuroBasket Division B will take place in Pitești, Romania from the 25th of July to the 3rd of August and will feature 22 national teams. Therefore, we will draw 2 groups of 5 and 2 groups of 6, and the groups of 6 have been predetermined as groups B and C. We're ready to go with the teams in Seed 1. Poland into Group A. Denmark into Group B. Finland into Group C. And Croatia into Group D. From Seed 2, Great Britain into Group A. Portugal into Group B. Czechia into Group C. And Montenegro into Group D. Moving to Seed 3. Iceland into Group A. The host, Romania, into Group B. Hungary into Group C. And the Netherlands into Group D. Moving to Seed 4. Bosnia and Herzegovina into Group A. Ukraine into Group B. Estonia into Group C. And Slovakia into Group D. Moving to Seed 5. Ireland into Group A. Georgia into Group B. Switzerland into Group C, and Norway into Group D. The two teams from seed 6 will now be drawn into the groups B and C respectively, in that order. Yes, go ahead. Azerbaijan will go into Group B. And finally, Kosovo into Group C. The two teams in seed 6 will automatically be assigned number 6, so we will now draw numbers 1 to 5 to determine the order of the games for the other teams. We'll start with number 3 for the teams in seed 1. Followed by number 5. Number 1. Number 4. And number 2. This concludes the draw for the FIBA Under-18 EuroBasket Division B. You take a look here at the results, and while we prepare the next draw, we have another player highlight video from a now famous player back in his youth EuroBasket days. Please enjoy Santi Aldama. Okay, we're ready to continue with the last draw of the Under-18 men's category. This is the FIBA Under-18 EuroBasket Division C. This championship will take place in Durrës, Albania, and will feature 10 national teams that we will now draw into 2 groups of 5. Ready to go, and start with teams in seed 1. Cyprus will go into Group A. And the host, Albania, into Group B. Monaco into Group A. And Luxembourg into Group B. From seed 3, San Marino into Group A. and Moldova into Group B. Armenia into Group A. And Andorra into Group B. Gibraltar into Group A. And Malta into Group B. We'll draw now the numbers 1 to 5 to determine the order of the games. We'll start with number 2. Followed by number 1. Number 3. Number 4. And number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the draw for the FIBA Under-18 EuroBasket Division C. Now, since we're over halftime already, the time has come to say thank you to Alexandra and release her of her duties. Thank you very much for helping us here today. And we will now prepare the first draw of the next category, which will be the Under-18 women's category. And in the meantime, we can enjoy some highlights of the last year's Under-18 women's tournament.
Warrior shaking, running one-hander. Slaps off the perfect and no more. Long pass from Rodriguez. Oh my goodness me! Bucket right there. Just glides up, scoops it up to the pass from Vesey. Down the low block. He doesn't need 2 invites. Gets it to go at that. The screen from Bitch doesn't use it. Puts up the free throw line, puts the brakes on and hits the jumper. They are now trying to find a way to the bucket. Door is closed. Lamar kicks it out. Play on. Oh, that is a big, big three.
Okay, now is the time to introduce our second special guest for today. It is my pleasure to introduce 3 times EuroBasket champion, former Spanish international, world champion, and Olympic medalist, Mr. Victor Claver. We also have prepared a special welcome for Victor with some old snapshots taking us down memory lane. Please enjoy. Been a while. So, for the Under-18 women's EuroBasket, here are the past 8 champions, with France lifting the trophy 2 times, then Spain, Belgium, Germany, Italy, Lithuania, and Slovenia once. So very diverse lineup. And we also have the overview of the MVPs here. But again, a lot of recognizable faces also from today's senior level. Let's get going with the first draw, which is the FIBA Under-18 Women's EuroBasket. And what's more fitting for this tournament, it will take place in La Palma, Spain, for Victor to draw this championship. The championship will take place from the 5th and 13th of July and will feature 16 teams that we will now draw into 4 groups of 4. Let's start. France into Group A. Hungary into Group B. Finland into Group C. And the host, Spain, into Group D. Moving to Seed 2. Serbia into Group A. Latvia into Group B. Italy into Group C. And Poland into Group D. Moving to teams in Seed 3. Israel into Group A. Belgium into Group B. Slovenia into Group C. And Turkey into Group D. Last but not least, teams in Seed 4. Montenegro into Group A. Portugal into Group B. Greece into Group C. And Czechia into Group D. Now we will draw the numbers to determine the order of the games. Number 4 for the teams in Seed 1. Number 3. Number 1. and number 2. This concludes the draw for the FIBA Under-18 Women's EuroBasket. Please stay with us for a few moments until we prepare the draws for the next competition. In the meantime, we go way back in the past to show player highlights of a video of a player that Victor also has fought many battles with. Please enjoy, ladies and gentlemen, Tony Parker.
Les Mike Pietrus, Parker. Les arbitres auraient pu siffler presque un passage en force. Absolument, ils ne l'ont pas fait, ils ont laissé ça dextérité. Le voilà. Mais ça n'a pas changé. Hein. En tout cas, ils étaient passés en défense de zone. Petit Parker. Oh, c'est du Popovic toujours. Parker sur lui. Michalski sert Parker. Il va déposer en contre-attaque un 3 points. Tony Parker. Avec Tony Parker qui allume de loin et qui répond.
Yes, this was the Under-18 tournament back in 2000, I believe. Okay, before we continue, we can already take a look at the location of the next draw. The next draw is for the FIBA Under-18 Women's EuroBasket Division B. And I'm happy to announce that also here the host cities have been confirmed. The championship will be played in Lithuania in the cities of Alytus and Vilnius from the 4th to the 13th of July 2025. This championship will feature 21 national teams. Therefore, we will be drawing 3 groups of 5 and 1 group of 6. This group of 6 has already been predetermined as Group C. Just a few more moments until we are ready to go. Okay, we're ready to go with the teams from Seed 1 for the Division B Championship. Germany will go into Group A. Sorry, I don't see. Luxembourg, thank you. Luxembourg into Group B. The camera cut too fast. The host, Lithuania, into Group C. And Croatia into Group D. Ready to go with teams in Seed 2? Ireland into Group A. Slovakia into Group B. Bosnia and Herzegovina into Group C. And Bulgaria into Group D. moving to seed 3. Sweden into Group A. The Netherlands into Group B. Iceland into Group C. And Great Britain into Group D. Moving to seed 4. Romania into Group A. Austria into Group B. Ukraine into Group C. And Denmark into Group D. Moving to teams in seed 5. North Macedonia into Group A. Estonia into Group B. Kosovo into Group C. Norway into Group D. And finally, from seed 6, the team will automatically be going to Group C, which was predetermined. And this is Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan will automatically be assigned number 6, and we will now draw the numbers 1 to 5 to determine the order of the games. We'll start with number 2 for teams in the first seed. Followed by number 1. Number 5. Number 4. And number 3. This concludes the draw for the FIBA Under-18 Women's EuroBasket Division B. And since we have already prepared the draw for the next competition, we can jump right over, and we'll now draw the FIBA Under-18 Women's EuroBasket Division C. that will take place in Andorra from the 22nd to the 27th of July. This championship will feature 7 national teams, and therefore we will draw one group of 3 and one group of 4, the group of 4 being predetermined as Group B. We are ready to go with the first seeds. Albania into Group A. Malta into Group B. The host, Andorra, into Group A. And Georgia into Group B. Armenia into Group A. And Cyprus into Group B. In seed 4, we only have one team. That team will go to the predetermined spot in Group B, and it is Gibraltar. Gibraltar will automatically be assigned number 4, and we will now draw numbers 1 to 3 to determine the order of the games. We'll start with number 2 for the first line. Followed by number 3. And number 1. This concludes the draw for the Under-18 Women's EuroBasket Division C. This concludes the entire Under-18 Women's category. We will now jump to the next category, which is the Under-20 Men's category. And while we prepare the first draw, let's take a look at the top plays of last year's Under-20 tournament.
Oh, goodness me. I was just about to ask Almanza what he's doing dumping it when he should just dunk it. Look at this. Okay, here it is. Uh-oh, Pende's had a tough game. He's going to have to launch it. He puts it up. Oh, my goodness. You cannot be serious. He saved the best for last. Over the shoulder pass to Theo. Wow, are you kidding me?
Okay. Here you have the past 8 champions in the Under-20 category, with France back-to-back titles in 2023 and 24. The same Israel back-to-back titles in 2018 and 2019 as well. 2 titles for Spain, 2016 and 2022. As well as 1 title for Serbia in 2015 and Greece in 2017. And also the MVP lineup is rather impressive, with a lot of well-known names here in this one. So we're very much looking forward to 2025, and we'll now draw the FIBA Under-20 EuroBasket Division A that will take place in Heraklion in Greece from the 12th of July to the 20th of July, and will feature the 16 best national teams that we will now draw into 4 groups of 4. We are ready to go and start with seed 1. Israel into Group A. Lithuania into Group B. Belgium into Group C. And the defending champion France into Group D. Moving to seed 2. Spain into Group A. The host, Greece, into Group B. Italy into Group C. Slovenia into Group D. And now we're already in seed 3, looking for opponents from that seed. First team from seed 3 is Poland into Group A. Czechia into Group B. Germany into Group C. Serbia into Group D. Moving to seed 4. Finland into Group A. Romania into Group B. Ukraine into Group C. And Iceland into Group D. Now we will draw the numbers to determine the order of the games. First number is number 2 for seed 1. Followed by number 3. Number 1. And number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the draw for the FIBA Under-20 EuroBasket. We'll take a look at the draw results here. In the meantime, we will prepare the draw for the next competition. And in order to shorten the waiting times, we have another player highlight video from the Under-20 category. Now, this player is in the NBA. Please enjoy Deni Avdia. A truly MVP-like performance at the time. We are ready to continue with the next competition, that is the FIBA Under-20 EuroBasket Division B, that will take place in Yerevan, Armenia from the 11th to the 20th of July. This competition will feature 21 national teams, therefore we will draw 3 groups of 5 and 1 group of 6, the group of 6 being predetermined as Group C. Ready to go? Let's start with Seed 1. Croatia into Group A. Montenegro into Group B. North Macedonia into Group C. And Turkey into Group D. Moving to Seed 2, we have the first team, Portugal, into Group A. Estonia into Group B. The Netherlands into Group C. And Sweden into Group D. Moving to Seed 3. Bulgaria into Group A. Latvia into Group B. Georgia into Group C. And Hungary into Group D. Moving to Seed 4. Slovakia into Group A. Ireland into Group B. Switzerland into Group C. Kosovo into Group D. Moving to Seed 5. Great Britain into Group A. The host Armenia into Group B. Austria into Group C. Albania into Group D. In Seed 6, there's one team that will go into the predetermined spot in Group C. Denmark. Denmark will automatically be assigned number 6, and we will now draw numbers 1 to 5 for the other teams. We'll start with number 3 for the first line. Number 4. Number 5. Number 1. And number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the draw for the FIBA Under-20 EuroBasket Division B. You can see the results again here, and we will now prepare the next draw. We will now switch from the Under-20 men's category to our last category of today, which is the Under-20 women's category. And while we wait, let's take a look at the top place of last year's Under-20 women's tournament.
Not the expected recipient, but she gets it to go. Oh, we have a half-court buzzer beater. What a play! Miley and stays at 18. 3 seconds remaining. Villa, logo 3. It's good, Matilde Villa. A huge 3 on the face.
Okay, also here, let's take a look at the last champions of the Under-20 women's category. 5 titles for Spain, 2015, 16, 17, and 18. 4 in a row, then again in 2022. 1 title for Italy in 2019, and now back-to-back titles for France in 23 and 24. So it will be interesting to see who will win in 2025 and also who will be the most valuable player. These were the past 9 MVPs of the Under-20 women's EuroBasket. Let's go with the first draw. We will draw the Under-20 women's EuroBasket, the A division that will take place in Matosinhos in Portugal from the 2nd to the 10th of August 2025, and will feature 16 national teams that we will now draw into 4 groups of 4. We are ready to go and start with seed 1. Spain into Group A. France into Group B. Latvia into Group C. And Italy into Group D. Moving to seed 2. Israel into Group A. The host, Portugal, into Group B. Turkey into Group C. And finally from seed 2, Poland into Group D. Moving to seed 3. Lithuania into Group A. Slovenia into Group B. Sweden into Group C. And Czechia into Group D. Moving to seed 4. Belgium into Group A. Germany into Group B. Iceland into Group C. And the Netherlands into Group D. We will now draw the numbers for the order of the games. We'll start with number 3 for the first line. Followed by number 2. Number 1. And number 4. This concludes the draw for the FIBA Under-20 Women's EuroBasket. You can take a look at the draw results here. And we are now preparing for the last draw of today, which will be for the B division. And to reduce the waiting time, we have a special video because we had now the draw for the tournament in Matosinhos. We had Alexandra as our special guest today in the first part of the draw. So let's take a look at some highlights of Alexandra in Matosinhos. Please enjoy. Yes, back at the Under-20 Women's EuroBasket in 2016. So we are now ready to conclude for today, and the last draw of this morning or today is the Under-20 Women's EuroBasket Division B that will take place in Miskolc in Hungary from the 2nd to the 10th of August. This tournament will feature 14 national teams, so we will draw 2 groups of 4 and 2 groups of 3. And the groups A and C have been predetermined as the groups of 4. We are ready to go with the teams in seed 1. Serbia into Group A. Ireland into Group B. Greece into Group C. and the host, Hungary, into Group D. Moving to seed 2. Bulgaria into Group A. Ukraine into Group B. Switzerland into Group C. And Romania into Group D. Moving to seed 3. Albania into Group A. Great Britain into Group B. Croatia into Group C. And Slovakia into Group D. Moving to seed 4, the 2 teams in seed 4 will go to the predetermined spots in Groups A and C. And the first team drawn is Denmark into Group A. And then last but not least, Malta into Group C. Denmark and Malta will automatically be assigned number 4. We will now draw the numbers 1, 2, and 3 for the other teams. Number 3 for the first line. Number 2. And number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the draw for the Under-20 Women's EuroBasket Division B. This concludes all of our draws for today. First, let me thank Victor for his support and lucky hand today. Thank you very much. Thank you also, Anna, for your support this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to conclude by wishing all of the participating teams the best of luck, and also all of the organizers the best of success in hosting the championships. We look very much forward to the summer of 2025. Thank you very much for being here with us today, and yes, have a nice afternoon. Thank you.